Welcome everyone, it's Michael Rosmer here with Richucation. We're here today to talk about a really important subject that for years I resisted. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs resist it. There's this concept that entrepreneurs are people who are risk takers. And I want to blow that away right now. Entrepreneurs and good business people are not risk takers. Not that they don't take risk. Of course, everybody takes an element of risk. But the idea that risk and reward are correlated somehow is utter nonsense when we're talking about the real definition of risk. And that's what we're here to talk to you about today, is what is risk? Okay. Here's the problem. The definition within banks of risk is volatility. Okay, volatility, lots of this. So something that's steady, doesn't have much volatility, is considered low risk, versus something that goes up and down a lot is considered high risk. Now please note, who cares if it goes up and down a lot, so long as when I sell it I made a lot of money, right? There is a bunch of reasons that you could kind of say, okay, well, if it's going up and down a lot, then on average, in order to get out at the right time, is going to be more challenging. There's also something to be said for the compounding effect. If you have a more steady return, it compounds and has a greater effect than higher volatility. That being said, volatility, or beta, the terms that they use, really is not risk. Okay. There's another concept which views risk as exposure. Okay. So you have underlying asset, let's say a piece of real estate, and it's going to change in price. And how much are you exposed to how much it changes? If you have an option contract, you're exposed a lot, more so than the property itself, actually. If you have the property, then you're exposed directly. If you have a mortgage, you're exposed less. You're still exposed, and so the mortgage would be considered low risk, the property would be considered medium risk, and the option would be considered high risk. Okay. The problem is that that's not a very functional definition of risk, at least not one that makes a difference in people's lives. What makes it, or at least not from a money-making standpoint, okay? What makes a huge difference? What really matters, if you think about this, and I'm going to give credit to Howard Marks for articulating this. Howard Marks is a great investor. He wrote a fantastic book called The Most Important Thing. And by the way, if you read his stuff, he has some great commentaries in general. That being said, okay, what is risk? Risk is the probability of losing money and the severity of money in the event of loss. All right? Probability, so in other words, if I have a 0.1% chance of losing money, that's low risk. If I have a 90% chance of losing money, that's very high risk. Then the question is, how much am I going to lose? If, when things go wrong, if I'm going to lose 5%, that's low risk. If I could lose everything, that's high risk. Make sense? So these two components, the probability and the severity. And the thing is, unfortunately, when people look at risk, say from the perspective of okay, this property or the mortgage or the option, none of those, what type of asset that is, says nothing about the probability or the severity of loss. Nothing. It is not intrinsic in the asset class. Where it shows up is it shows up in how well you purchase it. And so, for example, if I buy a property for way less than it's worth, my chances of losing money are lower. And the amount that I'm going to lose is lower because I invested less, right? I have a margin of safety. And so when we understand that, this point is so critical to doing well in investing. All right, if you understand, I hated the term risk. I hated the thought of trying to avoid risk. It was like, I'm not about that. I'm an entrepreneur or something like this. But that was a really dumb thing to do. Business and making money, etc., is all about risk, because risk is about the downside, about losing money. And there's always going to be an element of risk in everything you do, and you got to be able to control that risk and mitigate it, because you want to look at things in terms of what I call a risk-weighted basis. And we'll talk about that in the next video. The point is, for now, you got to be aware of what is risk, how does risk show up, and how do you mitigate it. we'll definitely talk to you in the next video. But for those of you who are interested in deeper on this, go and join us on the action classes. As always, I always tell you guys that. If nothing else, go check out our other videos, but definitely highly, highly, highly encourage you, join the action classes. It's the best value for your money in terms of the most powerful tool to transform your wealth building. We'll see you on the next video.